Greetings, colleagues. Today's 3-minute talk is on personal integrity. In July, when nominee Robert McDonald was asked what his values on personal integrity were, he relayed in his experiences as a cadet at West Point. He said, integrity is about choosing the harder right rather than the easier wrong. When he said that, some folks at VA had violated this somewhat sacred credo. You probably recall the issues in the media about wait time lists at some medical centers, and some medical centers essentially cooking the books. At least these were the allegations. If true, these situations show a complete disregard for the men and women who place themselves in harm's way for our nation. These, of course, are our veterans. This matters to me in part because I am a veteran. 20-year veteran of the Air Force. I was a Czech pilot. I carried the nuclear football for a while and even worked for the Executive Office of the President. You know, cooking the books, even in D.C., regardless of what you heard, cooking the books is not tolerated. Identifying problems from within were valued, and whistleblowers were valued because they raised the issue to the point where it could be corrected. Integrity is always important. Back when I was a Czech pilot, I once gave a check ride to a full colonel who had violated some safety of flight rules. His grade was unsatisfactory. Had some calls after that check ride. Could I cut the colonel some slack on this occasion? Well, if I did that, I not only violated my integrity, I placed someone unsafe to fly back in the air. Now, what happens if we violate our integrity with something even more important, let's say with the nuclear surety mission? Remember, I carried the football. Wouldn't we want to know about that and correct that problem? What if somebody failed to do their homework there? Secretary McDonald and all of his predecessors highly value personal integrity. Secretary Shinseki, for example, did the right thing whenever he was aware of a problem. I had the golden opportunity to brief him for his first 6 months. I remember one occasion where some of the VA medical centers had some colonoscopy equipment that was not properly processed, and there was a slight possibility that there was fluid exchange between patients using this equipment. Some folks counseled the secretary just to kind of keep it quiet because it really was not a problem. He refused to do that. He notified the media, he notified the veterans, he notified Congress to solve the problem and not hide the problem. So often problems are identified from within, often they come from whistleblowers. One of the first things Secretary McDonald reaffirmed when he was in office was whistleblower protections for his employees. All of you probably received an email on this message. He realized at the time that VA was on the verge of losing sight of the value of personal integrity. You may have noted that special counsel is reviewing cases of retaliation against whistleblowers in the VA. They had 67 open cases in July. When I was on the Hill for oversight and investigation of the VA, we highly valued the identification of problems and problems relayed by whistleblowers. One thing that was once identified was an individual had gamed the system with benefits and was collecting benefits illegally, and he went out and he bought himself a submarine. Now, can you imagine buying a personal submarine? Well, he got caught. He went to jail. Happy ending, I guess. So the message here is simple. Your personal integrity matters. It matters to taxpayers, and most importantly, it matters to all of our veterans. Thank you.